Don Cryptonium, Sigma among simps in crypto, and today maybe a little bit longer episode because we are going to discuss what's really important for crypto. We are going to discuss what it means to be in the bear market, how many projects and which one potentially could collapse, and of course how low we can go. But this is the easy questions of how low we can go, although many people, simps, Twitter simps, don't realize that. So Don will help you to put the things in place because this is the real world here. Don, not developer. Don knows the real life. Don doesn't try to create perpetuum mobile as some crypto people thinks. They still can create this. So what to start? Let's start with developers. I like to roast on them, and you see, when you watch the crypto space, you think they know what they are doing, right? And I give you an example, and I think this will put the right picture of the world we live in, the crypto world, the Twitter world. I expressed my concerns about unsustainability of Ceph chain. I said they are diluting to shit, potentially going to zero. They do stupid mistakes. They don't know what they are doing. For what I got the back response from the Jacob from Notional, and I do like Jacob. Don't get me wrong. I wish he come back to chat to me, but I need to poke at him. And his response was, "Let me check the code." So I'm saying to Jacob, whoa, real world here waving to you. Not everything is the code, Jacob. You understand? If economies doesn't work, the code doesn't matter. The Ponzi things have good codes as well. I'm not saying the Ceph chain is the Ponzi, but forget about this. Show me the code, I will check. And the same thing was, I tell you, the same thing was like, remember Fortis or Economia or like shit like this. And the people were asking, is it legit? And then the response was like, I checked the code, looks good. It doesn't matter if it's a Ponzi, right? So this is the state. That's why you shouldn't trust to the crypto developers. But you know, I will be clear. So we're in the bear market. Most of the projects will collapse, and I want to speculate on what will survive here. And the advantage of venture capitalists over here, over the community-driven projects that they have, because community-driven projects are in fact more difficult to manage and to do. So most of the smart contracts that are copies of the Web2 or copies of Ethereum smart contracts probably will collapse. They have no rights of existing if they are just copy, and if they don't bring anything additional on top of that. But I feel when we look in crypto, we can look on CoinMarketCap and you can see 3 coins in top 7 are in fact the stable coins, and this is a very important economy going here, and we have one something very shady here, which is Tether. Everyone knows that what's going on with Tether. You know, Tether claims it's backed, but they don't show it's backed, and this is the major issue. And some people also think the algorithmic stable coins will work, so I want to talk a little bit about this. So first of all, the stablecoin economy is probably one or the most important things that going in crypto. The fiat on-ramp to the crypto world will be one of the major thing that will probably happen in the next few years. And I believe a lot of big companies, a lot of big banks will try to create their own stable coins that will be fully backed, that will create easy access for the regular world folks access to the crypto. And this is all right. This will be probably fully regulated, and this is maybe not crypto we imagined, but there is too much money to be made in this space for the big players to skip on that. So I expect big players will be engaged into stablecoins, possibly also governments, whether you like it or not, and they will be fully backed and they will be fully regulated. And they will have advantage of those stablecoins because to me, algorithmic stablecoins, because as I said, creation of perpetuum mobile is very difficult. In fact, it doesn't work, what Luna proves. But we experiment more. And for example, for the Cosmos ecosystem, there is idea of creation of IST token, which is collateralized. And if I'm wrong, please come at me and try to explain this to me, because I will tell you major disadvantages of such projects. So the good stablecoin is the one that you can squeeze 100% from it. So if you collateralize this with $10, you can get $10. What IST would try to do is, I understand, mint the stablecoins in exchange for crypto assets. And maybe you have like $10 in Atom, you can get 5 IST. So it will work, but it will only work in the crypto smaller ecosystem of Cosmos, and the disadvantage is that you can only squeeze 50% of the value from the stablecoin, and if you will not be able to earn the yield existing of such stablecoin is useless potentially. But if many people will do in fact lock their tokens, we can create quite big economy, but it will have this 50% disadvantage over the other fully backed stablecoins, you know, because I know it doesn't seem like, but you know, the crypto people, the developers, they are not economists and they live in their own world. But this is my major disadvantage for people who want to be really liquid, who want to get easy access to the crypto. Still, the fully backed stablecoins will be better in here. And also this design of stablecoin create a massive issue here. So let's say we back it with 10 billion in crypto assets. It could be Atom, it could be many other assets, and we get 5 million of stablecoins. In the moment of the flash crash, when the price dropped for over 50%, this 10 billion that will change into 5 billion is going to get liquidated. What it means, the 5 billion of sales happen in the blink of a second, okay? What it creates the massive another flash crash, and this is downgrade of such design of the coin, because it can bring huge pressure on the assets it's backed off because of them being liquidated. So there's few downgrades. I'm curious how they're gonna make it, but let's not live in the fairy tale world, you know. So stablecoins, very important economy, hard for me to imagine so far fully decentralized, and I see the big economy of fully backed, controlled stablecoins. Another thing, so there's two things. I said stablecoins are super important, and another thing that will be super important, applications. What I mean by applications, smart contracts, whatever you call it. But so far, the biggest application system is obviously Ethereum. It doesn't really matter which ecosystem will be done because we will connect to them. And for the second advantage, you know, the second coin is probably Solana. And I personally don't like Solana, right? It's in the pockets of venture capitalists. But this is the advantage of Solana that people don't get. The big people, the people that are rich, decided that they're gonna put loads of money into Solana. So Solana now has a team of very talented developers who can burn the money and experiment. And many projects will fail, many projects will be bad, but if among these developers is the guy who come up with some really great application, maybe some amazing payment system for the crypto world, the payment system, maybe where you can sell products online and get paid instantly via stablecoin that is connected to real world application where you can withdraw money. I don't know. It's just bullshit. But you know, the payment system are so important. In the last 10 years, we had a lot of companies. Examples, for example, Stripe valued at 100 billion. So you see the payments are always very important part of human life. So, you know, Solana has this advantage. They have a lot of money and a lot of talented developers that will be building that. And the game is essentially here. Who will create the most life-changing apps? Will it be Ethereum? Ethereum, of course, has the first mover advantage. Solana, money advantage. Avalanche, big money advantage. I'm personally in Juno, which is tiny compared to them, you know, and this is fully community driven. So the money is not infinite, and the question goes down for the Juno. Can the Juno ideology of being the community-driven project attract the great minds that will be able to come here and create the really amazing applications that will be new, that will not be copies? And one thing that I'm excited in the Juno is for sure DAO DAO. It seems novel, and I was very bearish on the DAOs. Honestly, I was like, no, it doesn't work. I don't like this absolute democracy. But now I see how the real world actually moving to DAOs with or without NFTs. I want to give you an example. For example, the YouTuber Logan Paul created his DAO NFT with 99 originals, and this is amazing because Logan Paul itself is huge YouTuber, right? So people buying this DAO, they get exposure to some kind of business venture, but they also get exposure to direct contact to the Logan Paul. So people who want to get value, the Logan Paul itself is great value proposition in this. And this is why I start feeling bullish on the DAOs. And if Juno can come and create the best DAO tooling, that's absolutely, this is huge, because even if Juno will not create other great apps, the Juno can be this ecosystem of the best DAOs and DAO toolings that is out there. There's some other applications. There's Howl being built, which is essentially a copy of Twitter. Will be very difficult. At first, will be easy probably to attract the people from the ecosystem, but can they offer something more on top of that to become the application of choice for a lot of people? And also to become profitable, of course, because nothing in this world can run for free. Oga boga, I was talking so much. Juno has also another issues. Juno has the growing tumor, which is 3 million tokens locked from the whale, and as of now it doesn't seem as the issue, but yeah, we don't want to end up in 5 years if the Juno would become successful with the news that says Juno has 500 million value in tokens locked, and you know, and the lawsuits against them. I know some people would tell you, hey, I'm not concerned about lawsuit. For example, Jacob has no chance, but Jacob also would tell you, hey, show me the code. Code looks right? So this is not real world, and we need to live in the real world. So at the end, I want to tell you how low Juno can go. I mean, the numbers are easy. 0 is the lowest number. That's how low it can go. And I never promised other thing, you know, and it's related to other tokens as well, even to Ethereum. Although I don't think Ethereum would go to 0, Juno has way bigger chances of going to 0. For the people, I see sometimes people trying to come at me on Twitter, you know, tell me I'm the whale lover and things like this. I advise you not do it, because I'm open book. You can't come at me. Because I chose to be a man in life. I chose to walk my own path. I chose to focus on me. But you chose to be simp. You chose to care about other people's assets. You chose to be a child. Real men don't do it. Okay, so for now, and this was just like simple rant. Not very much of a rant. I'm going off now. I'm going to ride the horses, because you might not know Don Kryptonium is equestrian. That's how you pronounce that? Probably, yeah. More videos are coming, right? But I wanted to address these few things. Don't get lost, okay? The world is brutal. The people will try to take advantage of you. But you focus on yourself with the Sigma power. Don Kryptonium's out.